we're going to have today is that you're going to hear from IBM, you're going to hear from Pragma Edge, and you're going to hear from your peers. So let's start now. Let's hear from Pragma Edge. I'm going to ask Wade Avula, come on stage here. Wade, welcome to your party.
Thank you.
So,
go ahead.
So Wade, tell us, I've been talking for a while now. In your opinion, in your words, what is today all about?
Yeah, first, good morning, everyone. And I'm so much going to
be
be welcoming everyone here to, hopefully you have a good trip in and you're going to enjoy this show. So first thing I want to introduce, what we want to really do today is to make sure you learn. There's a lot of content we put together. I think there's a lot of team members from IBM, Pragma, who came together to make sure you have such a wonderful learning experience that you're going to get here. So we have some of the architects who build the products. We have the IBM product management team from every kind of product that you probably are using here in this room. So there's a management track that's primarily going to focus in terms of where the IBM roadmap is going. I know many of you know there's a new release of IBM for Sterling that's coming in. I think that's something very important. I want you to kind of make sure you attend and know about what's coming and how it's going to impact your business. And there's a lot of sessions that we kind of put together to make sure you have a hands-on experience about the products that you might be using today, what's new, and even more important is some of the key capabilities we started introducing that has a big impact to your business is something we want you to make sure you take the best advantage of the things. And then the roadmaps are very, very important, and seeing like what you kind of fit in is going to be very critical. Make sure you take this opportunity to learn from all the IBM Pragma teams and the clients here. The second thing we want you to do is to collaborate. There's no better place for you to collaborate. This is one thing we truly wished for, is to make sure that we bring these teams together to collaborate. I've spoken to a few of the clients. They said, Wade, I love deploying this solution. They are here in this solution. They just went live and they were saying, how are other customers doing the controls? How are they governing these files? How do I make sure when I go live, what are the things that I need to be prepared? This is a client who just went live, but there are other clients who've been using this technology for a while, and they are saying, hey, I want to improve the visibility, proactiveness, governance of the files. No better way we feel you could learn than talking to your peers. There's a lot of clients in the same industry and the other industry. I know of clients who are here who are going to process 100 million transactions per day. It's not a joke, and just trying to pick their brain in terms of how they kind of visualize this and how they are going to go forward with this is going to be very critical. Please collaborate with the peers and the IBM team. That's going to be very important. And nothing comes with it unless you kind of go and use the technologies and share this knowledge. We definitely want you to go back and share this knowledge with your peers, go back and implement this technology. If you have any questions, please come back to us, give us your feedback. Your feedback is going to be very, very important for us, and we want to make sure this technology is going to do something for your business. And most importantly, we want to make sure today, it's a lot of investment you have done on your time coming up here. We truly understand, many of the clients who I spoke, they truly wanted to be here, but they couldn't be here because of the travels on all the things that we know of. But, I want you to take the best, utilize this time that we have here.
So Wade, when I started working with Pragma Edge, you were a very small company. And then in the last month, it's really sinking in. This is your 10-year anniversary. It's hard to believe, and it's like time flies. So can you tell everyone a little bit about Pragma Edge?
Absolutely. I want to start off with a small intro of Pragma within a minute, so you can talk about who we are and what
The
we
world
do.
as we know it runs on and depends on data gateways. But the world is changing, and with it the future of data gateways. Are you prepared? With complex systems, process, and communication barriers, how can you ensure your data gateways for business-to-business integration is efficient and effective? As the experts in building data gateways, Pragma Edge can work with you to design, build, migrate, and manage your data gateways, providing you with seamless business-to-business integrations. Pragma Edge have delivered over 250-plus implementations for supply chain, logistics, financial, healthcare, and insurance. Our golden architecture deployments has provided customers with unified, secure, and scalable data gateways that can address EDI, MFT, and API with self-service, less code to no-code setups, proactive monitoring and alerting. Contact us to build your new era of data gateway.
That's pretty much in a minute what we do. We are all about data gateways, and this is a passionate team you would find with the Pragma. We are all about making sure we build the best and the most complex and most reliable and resilient gateways. It started with a very small idea when we woke up and we said, hey, I've been a consultant for a very long time, and a couple of my team members who are still here, we all woke up and said, guys, this is the best technology out there, but we really want to make it super easy for large companies to use, and we need to bring the flexibility that many customers need, the visibility and governance which you would hear. And that's how this idea started. And then we can't even believe it's been 10 years we've been here, as Sean was talking about, that I can't even believe it's been 10 years. I think it's a great journey we had. And this is what Pragma is truly about. We are about building seamless business-to-business integration. This is all what we do, and I think we do really well with this thing that we are here for. And the other thing that you would see from Pragma team is we are obsessed with our customer success. You would see us going way beyond what your typical partner would be doing. There are companies that we really went and said, hey guys, we committed for this project, and I know that we took time longer than expected, not so because of our reasons, it's because of your trading partners not being available. We stayed flexible to make sure those projects are implemented with no cost to the customer. We are obsessed with your success. That's what truly is in the DNA of the company. And it's not this, it's part of our culture. If you have seen the 7 to 8 slides, the culture of the company, this is at the heart of our organization. We won't fail on the project. Pragma has the highest success rate in delivering EDI and MFT projects. It's truly believing in, we are passionate about this technology in and out, and we made sure that we are here. And I'm so happy that many of the clients that are here flew in just because of what we have contributed back to those projects. It's so much good to see they're coming to see us here for the same thing which we are obsessed about. And we are about digital innovation. We deliver projects, but we don't deliver projects just like any other implementation. We make sure when we come into your implementations, we create a mark. The mark being, we're going to change the way you are going to implement the technology. With Pragma, without Pragma, you're going to see a big difference in terms of the technology. Innovation of products, services, and processes are very key to the organizations. When you deploy a solution with Pragma, the UI is very different. The self-service is very different. I'll be back on the stage talking about the whole architecture, what I call it as a true golden architecture, talking about the technology that is foolproof for any of the large enterprises like yours to implement. And not only we have built the product, the processes that we follow within Pragma are way different because we are so focused on the EDI and MFT gateways. How we manage the gateways is very different. And you would have seen us, Jarvis is a tool that many of you would have known. This is a technology that we started using it way back then because we manage a lot of managed services for a lot of our clients' platform support. We didn't want to do it manual. We had an army of people doing the work for us. And we said it got to be simple. It can't be complex. Then we said Jarvis, which kind of changed the way the platform support is kind of managed and operated. And their delivery processes are unique, because we kind of do this as a repetitive model. How we kind of deliver the projects is very different. And the way that we kind of innovate is also very important. Yes, we innovate is great, but the speed at which we innovate is also very important. And taking our customer feedback loop is even critical for us. A lot of times when we do the demos or when you say something, you would be surprised 3 to 6 months from the time you have seen a demo or you would have asked casually to Pragma, this services, hey, I would like to see something like this. You would have actually see that in the product not very long from the time you might have a conversation. Sometimes you would have asked for it, sometimes you have even not asked for it, but you would see that as a feedback. So these products that we have built are technically the feedback loop that's coming from you as your organization. This is what I truly want to leverage the product. We take that feedback loop, make sure that we bring this back to you as a product enhancement. And as a services, we provide managed support, platform support, the standard consulting services for you. What truly makes us different is, we are currently today in a given month, we process about 100 million transactions a day, which is a pretty good volume. But our vision, when we woke up, if I woke up with what's the best thing that should happen to you or to Pragma, I would say I want to run the largest of the largest workloads in North America and throughout the globe. And we are very fortunate to be given an opportunity where we just started on a journey where we'll be doing 100 million transactions per day. Cannot truly, appreciate and thank everybody of my team to really make this happen. And all of this is done through our core team. It's a very focused team of 222 plus members now, and we're still growing. We just grew 100% in the last 2 years. And all of us are focused on building the new era of data gateways. That's about Pragma, Sean.
So over the last 10 years, I heard often that Pragma Edge is one of the fastest growing business partners. And you entered the data exchange space in a really big way. And of course, every company starts off with maybe one or two or few employees. Are you to share how big Pragma Edge is now from a headcount wise?
Yeah, we are about 220 plus employees spread worldwide and handling quite a large amount of customer projects.
Wow. So how did we get here? Why are you doing this?
Absolutely.
You kind of touched on it a little bit, so make it a minute real quick.
Absolutely. The first thing it started was, I was a consultant for a very long time, and I have played with many technologies. And then, IBM, we truly saw is the best of class. This comes from my personal experience of implementing and consulting for many large organizations, even before I was with Pragma. And we saw a technology that I could walk into a customer and take up any challenge, and I could go back and say I could deliver it. That's what truly differentiates IBM. There's a lot of tools out there that can deliver the stuff, but as we kind of grow and add complexities, variations, ease of use, governance, there's nothing that can stand the test of times. You really need a product that you start today. You could live with that product. And the core of it is, us partnership with IBM, and the partnership in the last 10 years have grown significantly. We started with just a consulting partner, truly not the core of what we wanted to do, but this is truly who we are today. We are a technology partner. Some of the technologies that you use are kind of, the brain of IBM, but kind of implemented through Pragma. Ovum, which is like a research firm, put an article in terms of how Pragma and IBM come together to delivering the best, MFT gateway solutions to our customers. We're also a launch partner for IBM Sterling 6.1 version of it, and then we're also a beta testing partner. Some of the products that you use today, we kind of get an early code. We did some beta testing. One of the key things I'm very proud of very recently is deploying IBM Sterling technologies on IBM Cloud. 2 years back, when Red Hat came back, this was a journey that we took, and we built an amazing architecture that truly can scale to zillions of transactions that you could truly go. And then there's quite some few clients that we kind of took their journey into IBM Cloud. And there's a lot of investments we have done within the IBM Cloud to deploy IBM technologies, especially the data gateways. We're also a reseller of IBM, and we're also a services partner to the Expert Labs team who are here, which we kind of partner to do a lot of projects. And then we also picked up an IBM Beacon Award for that.
So, you mentioned golden architecture a few times. There's a session later you're going to explain all that to us, correct?
Yep,
what
absolutely.
That is.
Yes. Yep.
That's
so
great.
Data gateways are something that you would see a term being heard a lot today. And today is all about the things are changing, and then there's a new era of data gateways that is coming in. And golden architecture is the one addressing that, the need for you, and you'll be hearing a lot in today's sessions.
So last two questions. You probably, over the 10 years, probably a lot of highs and a lot of lows, very stressful times, very rewarding times. What would you say is one of your favorite customer moments?
Absolutely. So this one will be very interesting one. I was very early on the Pragma, the things that you see when you are early on in the life, you kind of cherish them the most because you win big and you win the first few ones, those will keep you up for the rest of the life. And then something that I would truly think has made us very unique, or who Pragma is today. We started on with a journey for a large, insurance company, which is multi-line insurance company, and then they released a very large RFP. I could relate to something which we have done for a very large logistics company recently. They are very thorough in their evaluation process. It was an 8 months evaluation process. And then at the final stage, they came back and said, okay, these are your two guys that we are selected, but we want you to come on site, and then we want you to build this 24 floors for us. We'll give you 5 days. I was not matured enough back then. And then I said, if everybody does it in 5 days, what is so unique about us? I'll do it in 3 days. So I didn't know truly what I was walking into. And then day one, we get into the thing. We tried to download the software. The guys did not have access. They downloaded the software on day one. Day one is done. We just downloaded the software. Day two, we start installing. We don't have permissions. We got the permissions done on second day. Third day, we were trying to install the product, and then we had a database issue that we don't have permissions for the databases. We could not install the product. Tomorrow morning at 7:30 a.m., we got to be at the demo, and today at 4 o'clock, we got the permissions. We installed the product. 0 flows created, 24 flows to go tomorrow morning. And then Sean, myself, and Matt Pfister were having a drink at 8 o'clock. Sean looked at me and said, are you ready? I said, thumbs up, yes. we went back at 9 o'clock to bed. No, we did not. So 9 o'clock is when we truly started setting up those interfaces. 7:30, we walked into the room. 20, maybe 18 to 20 scenarios later, customers stopped, Wade stopped. It was loud in the room. I thought, okay, I screwed up. They said, you don't need to talk, and everybody raised up and clapped. That is kind of, we got me, Sean, and Matt, we got like a standing ovation from the client. That truly, is something near and dear to our hearts, is when it's not about what we do, how hard we work, when customers come back to us and appreciate the work that we have done, and the initial wins that you get still is very close to our heart, Sean.
Yeah, I do remember that day because it was interesting that they put us in an auditorium that a large number of stakeholders and IT management came in. And I think what helped sell the deal, besides being successful in the POC, is your passion. Even 10 years, you haven't lost that passion. Is it technology? Is it data exchange? Is it sales? What is it?
All of the above, Sean. So yeah, one of the true things, some people call me crazy, and definitely my team calls me with a lot of different names, hopefully. Yeah, I'm truly passionate about this technology, and probably I have a retirement plan. I have to retire with this technology, so I'm truly confident I could retire with this. Many people say gateways are gone, but I truly think we all could retire here with this technology.
Yeah, I thought last night was interesting. I mentioned to you that we all know you love your family, you're very involved, but they're going back to India. And I go, what are you going to do when they're gone? I'm thinking like he's going out for a nice meal, he's going to relax, he's going to have some fun. And what was your answer? It was you wanted to work.
Yep.
And it was the best time to be focused on something.
Absolutely,
and so,
yeah, something like, even we had a meeting with, what's something truly passionate to you? And I was talking to Jim Luneke, and I was telling him, Jim, if I had a chance, if I could stop doing everything, and one thing I want to do, I want to go back and code. Something I truly wanted to, create something that, that our customers go and see. So,
okay, last question now. You've grown so much over the last 10 years. What would you say is your top favorite organization milestone or activity, or what happened?
definitely, like every day we wake up, it gives us with a different challenge. A group of few of us built the PCM product. Back then it was called Pragma Edge Community Manager. Nothing better than you have a vision and you dream of something, you wake up and then you see that product go live and customer says, we got this is lovely, and I went live and I'm going to use this product, right? So you have some lot of dreams and aspirations, and you work so hard in building those products, and then ultimately you go back and see that live happening. It's like you are in the NASA, and then in command center you get a launch successfully done, and then you kind of celebrate. That's kind of a very celebrating moment till date. And after that, we had some pretty good, things that me and my team celebrates. A very recent one is we were growing very fast, and we were changing offices like every few years, every 1 year sometimes, and we were not comfortable with that change. And then we said, hey, we want to build our own facility dedicated for IBM Sterling Technologies, and we want to put everybody on the same floor. We were shooting for 100 people, and then we said, okay, let's go build an office for 220 people, and then kind of let's go build it. And we started the whole thing, and then the COVID came in. And then even to the COVID times, we kind of rushed through it. We got our office in place, and we put the team in the right place and said, okay, here you go. You got a great facility. Each floor is kind of having a different pattern based on the services and things that we do. We kind of designed it to kind of fit to what we do in EDI. And 2 years later, we're out of space. We are still looking for a new space. So that's kind of a very interesting moment, but also a very proud moment for us that, the way that our team came together in terms of how they are delivering the projects that truly represent what my team has done to continue to, impress the client, deliver the results, and continue to grow, Sean.
Great. So we're going to be hearing from you again about this golden architecture. I'm going to hold you to it. So thank you.
Thank you, Sean. I'll see you shortly.